to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Second and 15. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Throwing left left side. It's complete. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's 2nd and 8. Steps away to his left.
And complete to Drake London.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's a give up the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Johnson running right. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Second and 4. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got the hook up to Miller.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. goes. Ty Johnson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now back to throw. On the move, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
2nd and 15.
They'll go option to the short side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
19 tight, 19 tight.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Escaping and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Miller, the man in motion. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Finding space at the 40.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Being chased out left. It's Miller, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Ready, set. Back to 60, back to 60.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he takes us beyond the